What's up, guys?
Shut the fuck up.
What's up, guys? My name's Dylan. You're tuned into the Syndicate Store YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do nose manuals. We'll break it down in a few simple steps, so by the end of this video you should have a better understanding of what this trick's all about. Alright, so the first step to learning a nose manual is getting comfortable on your front wheel, and a good way to do this is doing what is called a nose bonk, which is essentially a really short nose manual. You can do this over corners of ledges, really short manual pads, and it just helps you get into the groove of jumping onto your front wheel. Another tip I can give you is learning nollies off ledges. A nollie off a ledge is pretty much when you're coming up to the end of a ledge and you just lift up your back wheel. So you're sort of doing like a small nose manual off the ledge. This will just help you get used to dropping off on your front wheel. So after you've gotten that down, you should be working on your balance point. So to find your balance point, a big factor in that is your foot positioning. So when I do nose manuals, I like to have my feet sort of sideways. The front foot might be a little bit straighter than the back foot, and it'll be right up against the head tube. This gives you a lot of leverage to push forward, because you don't want your foot to be too far away from the front wheel. And the back foot is up against the brake, or it can be a little bit further in. It's really personal preference at the end of the day, but that's how I do my nose manuals. And finding your balance point can take a while. It doesn't happen overnight. You'll have to work at it really hard. Set goals for yourself. Like maybe I'll do a nose manual from this crack in the footpath to this crack in the footpath, and that really helps you, achieve realistic goals rather than coming to a skate park and trying to nose manual the longest manual pad there. And you really need to push forward, obviously, on the bars. It's all in your arms, so your arms should be very stiff and not moving around too much. Otherwise, you're just gonna fall back. Another thing that might frustrate you when you're learning nose manuals is dropping your back wheel a lot or falling over the bars. Both of these things will happen. It's just a natural process of you finding your balance point. With enough practice, you'll know when to lean forward or to lean back. It's all about balancing, and it's very tricky. It's hard to teach balance. It just comes with a lot of perseverance and patience. So once you've mastered all those steps, the final step, in my opinion, is learning to jump into a nose manual on top of a ledge. So what I like to do when I jump into a nose manual, I don't go straight into my balance point. What I do, I sort of hop up off the back wheel, and as I'm coming onto the ledge, I sort of pivot up to the balance point. I never hop up and straight into it, because I feel like you can really fall over the bars. A lot of it is about correcting yourself. So even if you do jump up and you are pivoting in, you should by now be able to correct your nose manual and get it up to where you feel comfortable balancing. Again, this takes a lot of practice. You're not going to get it very quickly. It might take you a month to a year, 2 years, who knows? It depends on the person, but it just takes a lot of practice and commitment. But if you just try it and get comfortable with your balance point, you'll eventually get it down. So once you've gotten all of those steps down, you should be able to successfully jump into a nose manual, hold the nose manual, and drop off the manual pad that you're doing it on. This is a really fun trick. You can do tricks into nose manuals, tricks out of nose manuals, into grinds, out of grinds, up quarters, down quarters, whatever you want really. It's a really fun trick, and it's really worth your time and patience to learn, and you'll be super stoked that you did. Alright, so that concludes our tutorial for how to nose manual. I hope this helped, and get keen for some more Syndicate videos in the future. Make sure to hit like and subscribe, and maybe share it with a friend who is trying to learn nose manuals. Peace.